Students, families, counselors, thank you so much for joining StriveScan and Cachet's virtual college exploration program. A few housekeeping items before we begin with today's session. First and foremost, you are encouraged to ask questions of your panelists via the Q&A button that you see on the bottom of your screen. When you submit a question, it gets sent to all of our panelists and they will work to answer them during the session and at the conclusion of the session. They may not get to every question, but they'll receive a copy of all of them after the 45 minutes, so they'll be able to follow up with you as well. As a reminder, your camera and your microphone are turned off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. So if you do have questions, make sure to type them in through that Q&A button. This is one of 40 different sessions that are STEM focused that run through Thursday evening. So we encourage you to go to strivescan.com/virtual/STEM, the same space you registered for this information session, to check out the rest of the programming that run through Thursday evening. There are some panels with multiple institutions, or there are some individual institutions, such as right now with Lawrence Tech, which is just one institution presenting. You received a barcode when you registered for this virtual event. That barcode is not necessary. And we are recording this session and all of the sessions, and the recordings will be made available at strivescan.com/virtual/STEM. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Erin from Lawrence Tech.
Thanks so much. Okay. Hi, everybody. As was mentioned, my name is Erin. I am a senior admissions counselor here at Lawrence Tech. I just wanted to start by welcoming everybody, and we just want to thank you for attending our session today. Today, we're just going to go over a ton of really great, useful information in our admissions presentation, and we're going to answer any questions that you have. So as mentioned before, we have the Q&A function enabled. So in the bottom toolbar, if you click on the Q&A, we have a few of my colleagues, Assistant Director and Admissions Counselors, Adam, Emily, and Spencer in that Q&A box. So during my presentation, feel free to ask away. They are in there to help. So let's go ahead and we will get started. We're going to kick things off with a little history lesson today. Lawrence Tech, we were founded back in 1932 by the Lawrence brothers, and we were initially opened as a college of engineering called Lawrence Institute of Technology. So our initial campus was in Highland Park, Michigan. It was just adjacent to Henry Ford's Model T assembly plant. So we were designed so that the workers could go and do their job at the assembly plant during the day, and then they would walk over to our campus and take their classes at night towards their engineering degrees. So much has changed since 1932, like our location and the programs that we offer today. But one thing that we have really clung to since our start is our campus motto, which is theory and practice. So I always like to break down our motto so it makes complete sense to everybody. So the theory side of things, we like to make sure that our students get the theoretical knowledge that they need in the classroom. So having those traditional classroom settings with your lecture and your notes and your quizzes and your tests and all that good stuff that you are more than likely very familiar with at this point, that's the theory side of that motto. And then the other half is practice. So we here at Lawrence Tech had a really strong focus on hands-on education. And on the screen, you'll see just a small listing of ways that we exemplify that hands-on education style. So with our senior projects, all students, regardless of major, are required to complete a senior project. And really with those projects, they're able to take an idea out of their major that really interests them and dive a little bit deeper with faculty guidance. We also have team projects, competitive teams, like our concrete canoe, concrete toboggan, and our Blue Devil Motorsports. We are right here in Motor City in the Metro Detroit area, so we're big car people on campus. So Blue Devil Motorsports are very popular for our students. Any students can participate in Blue Devil Motorsports, and this is an opportunity for students to design, build, and then race competitively different kinds of vehicles. So we have the Mini Baja, we have the Formula SAE, the electric, the super mileage, and many more. So that's a great way to get involved in that theory and practice motto. Another huge part of our campus are the labs and studio spaces that we offer. So the hands-on education style, it really does come through in those lab and studio spaces where students are working on real-world application and even industry-sponsored projects at the undergraduate level. That's definitely something that we like to stress, that our students are working on these projects and applications in labs and studios at the undergrad level, where at other schools you may only see graduate level students having those opportunities. So that is something that really does set us apart here at Lawrence Tech. And next up, we just want to go over the numbers. So we have a few figures here for you. So we are a small private university here in Michigan. We have about 3,000 total students. Just above 2,000 of those are undergraduate students. So we are nice and small. And we also have a very diverse campus. So we are made up of students from 43 different states and 48 different countries. So you are going to meet a ton of interesting people all over campus from really all over the world, which is a great opportunity for our LTU students. And then lastly, it is really easy for our graduates to make connections wherever your full-time career takes you post-grad, because we do have over 30,000 alumni worldwide. So there's always an LTU grad not too far wherever you may go. And then we do think it's important to give you a little bit of insight on our learning environment. So first and foremost, for students, if you're accepted to Lawrence Tech as a student, you're automatically accepted into your major. So there's no separate application to get into a specific major. You will never just take all your prerequisite classes. You will start your main core classes day one freshman year, which we think is important. That's really going to give you a good idea of what you're getting into in certain majors. We also only have faculty teaching our classes. So we don't have teaching assistants or graduate assistants. It is all faculty. So you're getting current information. A lot of our faculty are also even still working in the industry that they're teaching in. So a lot of great connections there, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And then, as I mentioned earlier, with our size, we are small. And that is reflected in our 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And also our average class size is just about 15 to 20, which I'll talk about in our next slide a little bit more in depth. We do have opportunities for our students like the University and College Honors Program if you're looking to add an additional rigor into your curriculum. And then we have opportunities such as alternative spring break, service learning, study abroad, service learning abroad. So there are many different ways for you to get involved off of campus as well. For example, we had alternative spring break a few years back, and a group of students went down to the Dominican Republic and they built houses and they did other focused service in the surrounding community, which was a really cool opportunity for them. Study abroad opportunities are available for all students. Anyone that's interested in traveling, experiencing different cultures, kind of getting a grasp on the global society, study abroad is definitely something that we encourage for our students there. Next up, we have our first year class sizes. So as I mentioned earlier, our average class size is about 15 to 20. And here you'll see an example of our average first year class sizes. So this is just a sampling by major. One example I like to point out, all students are required to take college composition as part of their curriculum. So you'll see at the bottom of the screen that college composition sits at about 20 students per class, which really does ensure that students are getting one-on-one attention from all their faculty in all of their classes. That's a really big focus for us here at LTU, is getting students individualized education style. I also do like to mention here on this screen, as students progress throughout their academic program, the average class size can get smaller and smaller with those more specific major-based classes. So we just like to point that out since that's a big part of who we are. Okay, next up, we have our LTU zone. So our LTU zone is our campus laptop program. Any student can participate in LTU zone, and essentially what it is a laptop program where students get a laptop fully customized to you and your major. We load it up with professional grade software. That software is being used in industry today, and the software that's on the LTU zone laptops is valued at $75,000 in professional grade software. So definitely a great value. This laptop is entirely included in tuition and fees. The only monetary value that is associated with the laptop program is a security deposit. You get the laptop, use it the entire time you're an LTU student, and then when you graduate, you give your laptop back and you get that security deposit back. This is a huge benefit for our students because if you think about it, when an LTU student graduates and gets into their full-time career, they've been familiar with the software that they need to use for their entire undergraduate program. So it definitely does give them a leg up once they get into the professional world. This laptop program is not required by any means. If you have a laptop of your own, that's totally fine by us, but we just like to make it known that it's a great opportunity if you choose to do so. And here at Lawrence Tech, we have 4 different colleges. So we're gonna go through all 4. I'm gonna hit some of the highlights of each different college, and you'll see a list of all of our academic majors. So first, we are going to start with our College of Architecture and Design. So a couple notable facts. We are the largest college of architecture in the state of Michigan, and more than half of Michigan's architects graduated from Lawrence Tech, which we're really proud of. We have a great presence here in the state. One program that's just a little bit different that we like to point out, you'll see the 2 stars next to it, is our Direct Entry Master of Architecture. So this is a 5-year program. Students will enter traditionally and take their 4 years to earn a Bachelor of Architecture. And then we tack 1 full academic year on to the end of their bachelor's degree where they earn their Master of Architecture. So you are getting 2 degrees, a bachelor and a master's in 5 years, whereas that would typically take longer. And with that, that's due to accreditation. So in order to become a licensed architect, due to accreditation, you have that Master of Architecture. Here in the College of Architecture and Design, we also offer many design majors like game design, graphic design, industrial design, interior, and transportation design. So you'll see those listed there. And then recently, some of our College of Architecture and Design students, faculty, and alumni, they had the opportunity to travel to South Africa for a 3-week trip. And while they were there, they were able to design and construct things like community centers, schools, and other spaces. So there are plenty of opportunities just like this for our students in the College of Architecture and Design. And then we also have some impressive College of Architecture and Design accomplishments here, like our game design program ranking number 17 in the nation. And then on the right, you'll see that one of our graphic design students won the Detroit HydroFest poster design contest, which we're very proud of. Okay, up next, we have the College of Arts and Sciences. So here in the College of Arts and Sciences, you will see we have a very wide range of majors. We have everything from our natural science programs, like physics, chemistry, and biology. We have mathematical sciences, which we added actuarial sciences to as well, media communication, psychology. So we really do have a little bit of everything. One of our most popular programs in the College of Arts and Sciences is computer science. And here I also like to point out, you do have the option for the 5-year master's. So earning that bachelor's degree in the first 4 years and tacking on a 1-year master's degree in computer science, which is also direct entry. We also, one of our newer programs here in the College of Arts and Sciences, we have our direct entry Bachelor of Science in Nursing. So it is a full BSN program. We're in a practice partnership with Ascension Health here in Michigan. So our students in the nursing program are able to do their clinical rotations in the 11 locations around the area. And then at the bottom of the screen, I like to point out we also have pre-professional programs. So you'll see listed, we have pre-dental, pre-law, and pre-medical. So if any students are looking to go into medical, law, or dental school after earning a bachelor's degree, we can help you with that through our pre-professional programs. And then here we have an example of some undergraduate research, like I mentioned earlier. So one of our students, Andy Roberts, he is an undergrad student in molecular and cell biology. And he did research on how additives in plastics, such as BPA, affect infertility. So again, this is just another way that our undergraduate students are working on real-world projects during their undergraduate program. And here we highlight one of our computer science program's accomplishments. So for the 3rd consecutive year, Lawrence Tech has won first place in the Self-Drive Challenge at the IGVC competition. So we're very proud of that. And one of these vehicles is also on display on campus. So if you're ever able to make it to campus and you visit our atrium, you'll see one of our vehicles down there. And next up, we have our College of Business and Information Technology. Here in this college, we have 2 different majors, and if you guessed business and information technology, you are correct. One of the things I like to point out is that there are 5 different majors under business administration, so you can choose to go into accounting, finance, general business, information technology, or marketing, and then we have an amazing information technology program as well. We do offer a minor in business. We like to mention that a lot of our students, regardless of major, choose to tack on a business minor, so they have a little bit of a leadership edge upon graduation. One thing that's a little bit special about the College of Business and IT is that students are not only assigned a faculty mentor in their program, but they're also assigned an industry mentor. So that's really helpful throughout their entire program to have those points of contact. Okay, and then here we have some impressive accomplishments from our College of Business and IT. So recently, a team of College of Business and IT students won second place in the annual Cybersecurity Scholarship Competition. Additionally, the College of Business and IT received AACSB accreditation, which is the most stringent form of accreditation a business program can have. Only 5% of universities in the entire world have it, and we are one of them. And then lastly here, you'll see that we do have a group of our MBA students, which is at the master's level, that are studying possible solutions of poverty through the lens of business. And that is with in partnership with the Pulse Institute. And so that's another opportunity that our students have to work on a project here in the area. And last but not least, we have our College of Engineering. So you'll see our programs coming up on the screen here. So like I mentioned a little bit earlier, we were founded as an engineering school in 1932. So we have been educating leaders in engineering for over 80 years now. We, as you can see, have a very large list of majors under the College of Engineering. You have a little bit of everything here as options. Again, I want to highlight the direct entry masters of architectural engineering, the 4-year bachelor, 1-year master's. And then we also like to point out that the U.S. News and World Report ranked Lawrence Tech's College of Engineering undergraduate programs among the top 23 in the United States. So this is definitely still one of our big ticket programs on campus is our College of Engineering. And here we do have a couple examples of student work housed in the College of Engineering. So up top, we have Matthew. Matthew's a biomedical engineering student that worked for a medical device startup in Novi, Michigan, not too far here from campus, that worked on engineering and coordinating the production of an ultrasound system that is used in the detection of dense breast cancers. And then down at the bottom, you see Sarah. Sarah is a civil engineering student here at Lawrence Tech, and Sarah did work at Georgia Tech analyzing ant nest architecture and soil composites to allow a better understanding of human evacuation techniques. Okay, and next up, we are going to go over all of the information that you need to know to apply to be a Lawrence Tech student. So really what we need to make a decision on an application, first and foremost, is the application. Our application is fully on our website. We're also on the Common Application, so if you are filling that out, you will find us there. We also require your official high school transcript, and once we receive that, the very first thing that we do in the review process is recalculate your GPA using core classes. So core classes to us is anything in English literature, math, natural sciences, social sciences, and a foreign language if it helps you. And then we also weight that GPA. So if you've taken any core classes at the honors level, IB, AP, advanced, will weight that recalculated GPA. I do wanted to make mention that we are going test optional for the fall 2021 semester. With that, if you are applying for the fall 2021 semester here at Lawrence Tech and you do have an ACT or SAT score, you are more than welcome to send that score in. And what that could possibly do is waive you from a math or English placement assessment, which all students are required to take. However, since we are fully test optional for fall 2021, if you do not have an ACT or SAT score and you do not plan to take it, you will not be impacted in any way. And we'll just offer you those placement assessments in the math and the English categories. We do also require a personal essay to be submitted with your application. When you're filling out the application, you'll see the prompt and all the other requirements for the essay there. And so the essay will also be used in consideration for scholarships, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So I wanted to point that out. We conduct a holistic review when we're making a decision on an application. So while, yes, we review your recalculated GPA, we read every essay, we look at your application in its entirety, when we're making a decision, we also look at other things like grade trends, the rigor of your curriculum, the strength of your senior schedule, things like that. I also like to mention here that we are rolling admissions, so we technically have no deadline to apply. Typically, we do encourage our students to apply right around Thanksgiving time of your senior year. That gives you a really great chunk of time to get your application reviewed and also reviewed for some scholarships. In the middle of this screen here, you'll see our transfer admission requirements. So you'll see everything that you might need if you're applying as a transfer student. And then over on the far side of the screen, you'll see next steps for already accepted students. So if by chance you're an accepted student coming to Lawrence Tech, or if you just want to be in the know right now, here are your next steps. So once you receive your admission decision and you're accepted, you would submit your enrollment deposit. This enrollment deposit secures down any scholarships that you've earned. You're also able to apply for university housing, sign up for orientation registration, and also your placement assessment. So kind of get all your ducks in a row for the fall semester. We also have listed here First Year Ignite. So First Year Ignite is a program the weekend before courses start for the fall, and it's for incoming LTU students to get to campus a little early and just get acclimated with campus, which has turned out to be really helpful for those students. All right, and next up, we have an overview of our tuition and fee costs for the 2020-2021 academic year. So I like to make mention that our tuition and fees are assessed per credit hour. So the numbers that you see here are estimated at about 30 credit hours per year, which is pretty typical for our students to take 15 credits in the fall semester, 15 credits in the spring semester. So on average for a full year of tuition and fees, you are looking between 34 to 36,000. And then if you add in optional housing and meal plan, you're looking a little bit closer to 45 to 47,000 for that whole year. This is about average for a mid-sized private university, and these figures are not factoring in any scholarship or financial aid. So this is just tuition fees flat. So speaking of scholarships, here we have some of the scholarships that are accepted students may be eligible to apply for. So first and foremost, any student that is accepted for the fall 2021 semester will be individually reviewed upon acceptance for an academic scholarship. So it will be case by case, one-on-one. There is no separate application to apply for an academic scholarship. Should you be eligible to receive an academic scholarship, you'll be notified via letter. So just keep an eye on your mail after you get an acceptance packet, and that notification will be sent. We also offer 2 full ride tuition scholarship options. So you'll see there the Buell Honor and the Donnelly Scholarship. Those require an application. We also offer Raise Me. So if anyone is not familiar with Raise Me scholarships, it is a way for students to earn micro scholarships based on a profile that you create on Raise Me's website. And you earn money for things that you do during your education. So for things like earning an A in a core class or doing a college visit, you earn scholarship dollars for that. And Raise Me can be used in place of an academic scholarship. We'll use whichever of the two is higher. So it is one or the other there. And as you can see here, we have a really great variety of different scholarships that we offer for our students. So we have portfolio scholarships through the College of Architecture and Design. We have DECA scholarships, Eagle Scout, Girl Scout, First Robotics, Bex Robotics. We do offer athletic scholarships, which I'll talk about too, and many more. So we have a great list on our website. We encourage all students to take a look there. Okay, and here you will see this is our Taubman Student Services Center on campus. So this is just one of the buildings that we have here on campus. And in this building is every student service office that a student could need. So we make it very easy for a student to find any of these services. You're not darting all around campus trying to look for the right place. A quick example of offices that you will find in the Student Services Center are admissions, financial aid, we have the laptop help desk, university housing, and one of the offices that we really do like to focus in on that we think is important is career services. So career services, they do it all. They do things like hosting mock interviews on campus, they do resume building workshops, they host job fairs on campus, whether it's for co-ops, internships, or full-time jobs. And last year, 300 companies were able to come to campus and recruit our students, which is awesome for our students to be able to walk up and hand their resumes to employers and make that connection. We also have an online database called Handshake. So Handshake is where students can find jobs, whether it's on campus, off campus jobs, co-ops, internships, full-time jobs once they're getting ready to graduate. And there are 1,500 jobs posted daily on Handshake. So it is an awesome resource for our students. One thing I do like to point out is that employers have to request access to LTU's Handshake site. And last year, over 10,000 employers requested to be on our site to recruit Lawrence Tech students, which I really do think attributes to our reputation among employers. It's something we're very proud of. Co-ops and internships, I like to speak a little bit about. I know we get quite a few questions about our co-ops and internships. So The three biggest things I like to point out with that program is flexibility, location, and reputation. I talked a little bit about our reputation, and the next slide will show some great companies that our students are working for. Flexibility, we do not require a co-op or internship necessarily to graduate with an undergraduate degree. We leave it up to the student. We think it's an awesome opportunity to participate in a co-op or internship. Right now, about 75% of our students do take advantage of a co-op or internship during their undergrad program here at Lawrence Tech. And we are here to help you. So if there's a specific company you want to work with, or if you want to do a co-op or internship during a certain year of your undergrad, that's completely up to you, and we're here to help you every step of the way through our career services office. And then location, we are in a great location here in Southfield. We're in the nation's #1 region for professional opportunities in fields like engineering, like architecture. What a lot of people don't know is that here in Southfield, where we're located, over 100 of the Fortune 500 companies are right here in our backyard. So even if you're not looking to go far from campus, you have a ton of opportunities for co-ops and internships right around the area. But we are here to help you with whatever you might need. We also like to point out our job placement. This is one of, in my opinion, the most important things that we point out because if you're going to college, chances are you're looking to get a great job that you love after graduation. So our job placement, 3 months post-graduation for an LTU student is 92%, and that's 92% of our students having jobs in their field or going on to a grad school or a professional school or medical school or something of the sort. Whereas if you look, the national average for job placement 6 months post-graduation is only 67%. So we are well above that average. And then also here at Lawrence Tech, we do have a very strong focus on return on investment. So you can see here, yes, college is an investment. It is just that. You're putting in time and effort and money into your college education. But here at Lawrence Tech, what we focus on is making sure that you are getting the return on investment post-grad, which you can see here on the screen. And like I mentioned with our reputation, all of these opportunities that I just spoke about and the outcomes that are happening for our students are happening with organizations like these. So tons of great companies. This is just a small sampling, but our students are very lucky to have these opportunities. Okay, the next few points I'm going to talk about are going to just show you a little bit of a glimpse of campus life here at Lawrence Tech. We think that's important to show you guys. So first, we're going to talk about housing. So here at Lawrence Tech, we have 4 different housing units on campus. You can see all 4 listed here. The one that I really do want to focus on today is East Hall. East Hall is brand new freshman-only housing. It went up just a couple of years ago, so it is still brand new. It is a community-style facility. So in East Hall, there will always only ever be 2 students per room, so just you and a roommate. The community style comes throughout the whole building. So we have areas throughout the building like game lounges, study rooms, conference rooms. We have a full fitness center. We have indoor bike storage where you can lock up a bike if you bring a bike to campus. We have a kitchenette, music lounges. There's tons of spaces for students in East Hall to hang out. The reason that they designed East Hall to be community style is to ease the transition a little bit from high school coming into a college campus. You are going to meet a ton of people in those community areas, so it's a huge benefit for our freshman students. I like to point out parking is free. Laundry is free, huge perk for college students. And additionally, I know we get the question a lot, any student can have a car on campus. So we do not restrict any students from having cars. Doesn't matter if you're a freshman to a senior, anyone can have a car. If you don't have a car, that's okay. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see that we do offer Tech Transit. So Tech Transit is free for Lawrence Tech students, and it can take you anywhere in the area. So if you have to run to the grocery store, or you and a couple friends wanted to go to a restaurant off campus to grab a bite, Tech Transit can take you there no problem. So you have plenty of options. Okay, up next, for any of you athletes out there, here we have our varsity athletics. So Lawrence Tech, we're a member of the NAIA, which is the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. What this means is that we're able to offer athletic scholarships for all of our varsity sports listed here. We've had a couple of new additions to our athletic family, which we're very excited about. So new programs include football. We have a brand new football team. And then we did just add men and women's track and field, which is one of our newest. So we're excited about those additions. admissions. I do like to point out also that our marching band, dance team, color guard, drumline, you are also able to get athletic scholarship for those opportunities. So we have tons of great information on our website to get in contact with coaches or directors for those programs. If you are not interested in doing varsity athletics, we do offer club and intramural sports as well. So you still have plenty of opportunities to get involved, stay active, maybe even try something new. And that's another great way to get involved on campus and meet new people. And here, speaking of getting involved on campus, we have over 60 student clubs and organizations here at Lawrence Tech, and we really do have a wide variety of different things. So we have special interest groups, we have cultural organizations, professional organizations, Greek life, so we have those fraternities and sororities, honor societies, and much more. One of the biggest things I like to point out to students is that since we're a small university, it's really easy to get something started. So if there is a club or organization that you're looking for on our campus that we might not already offer, you're going to work with student engagement directly and let them know, and they'll work with you to get that started. I know I speak to so many students that say they come to Lawrence Tech for the small class sizes, that kind of family feel on campus, but they are so pleasantly surprised at how easy it is to get involved and really how much there is going on every single day on campus. There's always something, whether it's an athletic event or an event through one of our organizations and clubs. So if you're looking to get involved, then you have that opportunity here at Lawrence Tech. Okay, and next up, we are so proud of many of our accomplishments, and here we just wanted to cover a few. So first, the Princeton Review named us best in the Midwest. PayScale ranks Lawrence Tech in the top 11% of highest alumni salaries nationwide, and then we're also ranked 5th nationally for preparing graduates according to Brookings Institute. So just a couple humble brags for you, but again, like I said, we're so proud, so we just like to list a couple for you guys to take a look at. Okay, so like I mentioned when we started, we are so glad that you could make it to learn a little bit more about Lawrence Tech today. And here we just wanted to give you a couple more opportunities to connect with us. So right now we do have a virtual tour on our website that you're more than welcome to take a look at. It gives you a really good overview of what campus looks like on a normal day for anyone that's not able to come to campus. We also currently do have the option for you to schedule virtual appointments. So whether you want to do a virtual video appointment or you wanted to schedule a phone call, we admissions counselors are here and we're ready to help you with any questions that you have. We know there's a lot going on and this is a crazy process as it is. So whatever we can do to help, make sure that you're scheduling those appointments and connecting with us. And then we also keep our website completely up to date. So any events or anything that we're doing to connect with students, we will post on our website. So make sure that you check that out. For example, we did just start running socially distanced on campus tours. So we're really excited. We've been having guests here on campus, keeping everybody really safe. And we're running those Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. So we're excited to continue doing that and having some more guests on campus. But just keep an eye on the website and we'll post things as they come. And also here we have our social media accounts. So make sure that you go and follow those. We have our Twitter, our Instagram, and Facebook. Any updates, anything that comes, whether it's for visits or information about applying or anything in general, we will post on our social media account. So make sure that you're following and interacting with us there. We post some fun stuff a lot of the time. So keep an eye on that. Again, I really do want to thank everyone for joining us today. If anyone does have any questions right now that you want to ask in the Q&A, feel free. We'll give it a couple seconds. I know we've had my coworkers in there answering questions as we go. So feel free to answer any questions that you might think of. And also on our website, I do want to point out, we have our email address and our phone number for the admissions office. So give us a call, send us an email. We do have a question here, and it is about Raise Me. So with the Raise Me micro scholarships, you do create the profile on the Raise Me website, and you put in all of your work. So any accomplishments that you've done in high school where you can earn scholarship, you make note of that. And then it will prompt you to submit it, but we'll also receive it here at Lawrence Tech. So we get a report of any student that's selected Lawrence Tech as part of their Raise Me profile, and we'll pull that through. And then if you are earning an academic scholarship, we will compare your merit or your academic scholarship to your Raise Me scholarship, and we'll take whichever one is the highest. Okay. let's see here. Anyone else has any other questions? I know we still have a little bit of time left, so feel free to ask away. I did forget to mention, our fall 2021 application is open. So it just opened a few days ago. So if any of you are upcoming seniors that are gonna be starting your senior year, you can go to our website right now and fill out the application and submit your official high school transcript. And we are gonna be receiving those here. Let's see. So we have a question about the food on campus, which is a great question. So we do have options for any dietary restrictions or meal plans or anything like that. So whether you're vegan, vegetarian, anything of the sort, we have an awesome chef in our Blue Devil Cafe, which is brand new. And so they can work directly with you and create an individualized meal plan if that's something that you're looking to do. So if you are looking to do that and you're interested, just reach out to admissions. We'll put you in contact with dining services and they can make a plan that way. Okay. So for athletics, I know we have a question about athletics. Requiring a strong background. Yep, so on the website, like I mentioned, the website for our athletic page is just ltuathletics.com. For that, you can click on a specific sport. There's actually a button that says recruit me. All recruitment for varsity athletics goes directly through coaches. So students, of course, have to be admitted via admissions. So we encourage you to apply for admissions first and foremost, but get in contact with those coaches and they'll chat with you about kind of how the varsity athletic recruitment process works. But you'll work directly with us for admission processes and things like that. But athletics goes totally through coaches. All right. Great questions, everybody. I know these are good ones, and I'm glad that we have the opportunity to go over a few. Any other questions that we can think of? Okay. Yep, so we had a question about which program at Lawrence Tech allows students to travel and work on projects in other countries. So I mentioned a little bit earlier, we do have study abroad. So study abroad allows students to take classes in many different countries. We have a lot that we offer, and you'll work directly with the study abroad office on those opportunities. And then we also do service learning abroad. So like I mentioned, the Dominican Republic students went to the Dominican and they built houses and did more community work and things like that. So there's plenty of opportunities, and you will work directly with those specific offices on campus to make those opportunities kind of come to life once you become a Lawrence Tech student. Okay. I'm gonna take a look for other questions. We have a couple more minutes. Looks like our counselors are still working in the Q&A box too. One other question we get quite often is about AP scores or IB scores. So if any students are doing AP or IB, you are encouraged to send us those scores. We will take a look at those course by course and award credit. We do have our AP guides on our website, so you can take a look and match up which AP exams or IB exams you've taken and the score needed and how you can earn credit for that. But we will take care of that completely. We also have a question about dual enrollment, which I think is a great question to ask. So if any students have completed dual enrollment or any college classes or credit, send us those transcripts. So you should have a separate transcript from your dual enrollment courses or from your college courses. And we will evaluate every class one by one, make sure that it's the equivalent of our our courses. If anything is not a direct equivalent, just straight away, we will always send it for department approval to get the final say on whether it's transferable or not. We do have the rule of thumb that you can transfer up to 60 credit hours from a community college, 90 from another four-year university, and you must complete that class with a grade of a C or better. So it's a great question. Right. I have just a couple more minutes if anybody else has additional questions. Okay. So it looks like we can go ahead and wrap it up. Again, we can't thank you guys enough for attending our session today. We are here to help. We're here to answer any questions. We know that, again, this is quite the process. So whatever we can do to make you more comfortable with the college admissions process, just let us know. We look forward to having as many of you on campus as we can in the future, and definitely take advantage of our virtual opportunities. We have plenty on our website, and we're going to continue throughout the upcoming academic year. But that's it for me. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Erin, and the staff at Lawrence Tech for sharing this information. Students and counselors, thank you so much for joining us for this session. As you close this box, a very quick 4-question survey is going to appear. We do ask for your feedback on today's session. We encourage you to sign up for additional STEM sessions that are running through Thursday evening. Those can all be signed up at strivescan.com/virtual/STEM. Additionally, starting on Saturday morning, we are featuring the colleges that change lives, 41 small private liberal arts colleges, and those can be found at strivescan.com/virtual/CTCL. And a recording of this session and all of the sessions will be made available at strivescan.com/virtual/STEM. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day.